Hello everybody, hi, welcome to Old Style Classics Baseball Cards. Once again coming to you about 7:40 p.m. California time on July 19, 2024, Friday night. And got we just did the Flair um, box sets. And now we're going to do these Topps ones. We're going to try to get through these. Here are some of the random ones that I have that I don't have the box set, or I just don't have it with me. I believe I do have this box set somewhere, but I don't, it's not with my other ones. So if I get to that, if I find it, I'll re-show those in its own video sometime. There's an Andre Dawson from KB. I'm not a big fan of the backs there, that brown kind of Padres look. But that is an 89. So these are 33 card sets for the most part, the Topps was doing. And just like the Flair did the 44 card sets, because they can do one set on per sheet of paper that they printed these cards on. And I believe Topps did the 33 card sets because a different size sheet they can print 33 cards on, or something like that. Maybe with 66 and they can do two sets, I don't know. But that's why they tend to be 11, 22, 33, or 44, or something like that. But these are super glossy. The KB one's really nice. Superstars of Baseball. So that was in my binder. Then you got the Revco, which is kind of like Walgreens or Rite Aid or something like that. And that is also 88. Doesn't say how many cards are in that set, but you can pretty much guarantee it's probably 33. Alright, so that's 88. And then we recently got these Ames, which is like a kind of like a mini Walmart, Target kind of place that was later on bought out by Hills. So this is an oddball in my opinion, because it was these ones specifically to get you to go to Ames and buy these cards, even though they weren't like given away. But it was trying to get you in there, but it's kind of a loss leader maybe. But I guess it's not really a loss, but like $2 you get a box of cards and maybe your mom goes shopping. So then they did Hills, which was bought out by Ames. So this one's got that cool back. That's like an 89 as well. You can see over here. These ones I believe I got off of eBay recently, and then 1990 Hitman from Hills. Andre Dawson. Pretty oddballish back. And then I came across a few cards I didn't even realize I had, because I guess I never took them out of the box. I was keeping them in the box as a just to keep them. This before I redid my binder, so that makes sense. But this first one that we're going to do is baseball highlights. So a little less oddball than like the ones manufactured for people like KB and Revco. So those are more product driven to get you to go to those specific stores. But these were probably ones that you can buy maybe at grocery stores and other places that weren't specific for any particular place. So these are 87s, baseball highlights, and there you got your checklist. So my man's not in here, but still, you know, you get some decent stars and Hall of Famers. So we're gonna zip through this, but look, that's what I like about this one. So wherever you went, $1.99, folks, for 33 cards, and they were always gonna be like stars. So it's a good deal, and some of these cards, I'll hand it to Topps, are just really beautiful and really high quality. But some of them aren't the best looking design, but they're still just super high quality cards, like the you know, like the glossy Sitting Away is like even like step up from like Tiffany, or at least as good as Tiffany, but usually like the all-star cards for the rack packs, or the commemorative All-Stars that you would send away for. So then you got Steve Carlton. Wow, that was a giant. Now this just fell off the back of the last card. So 1 of 33 cards, Topps. Yeah, it's kind of got that Vegas kind of vibe from the 60s or something. The Rat Pack era. So Steve Carlton, Hall of Famer. And then on the back of this last card, this little piece of gum. They had a piece of gum, and look at how it's lost all its color. But yet still smells like gum. Alright, so we'll go through these a little quicker. I will show you some of the Hall of Famers backs. But just super, there we go, super thick, pretty good, well, not super thick, but thick stock with that really glossy front and bright back, and just very Tiffany-like. Really nice. I like this design. I like that little star going on up there. So this Topps did a good job on this. It's just funny that some of these sets are so inexpensive, but the cards are so much better than the flagship ones. Now, I'm not saying these are better design than 87 Topps. You know, it's a good design. 87 Topps is a iconic set, but just the quality, you know. And these are beautiful cards, so it just goes to show that Topps can really do a good job when they want to. Reggie Jackson, Jim Rice, Don Sutton. Getting a lot of Hall of Famers here, folks. Please pause that if you'd like to read any of that. Roger Clemens. Let's see what he was doing back then. MVP and Cy Young winner. What a waste. What a Hall of Fame career waste just to extend it. Mike Schmidt. That's a pretty nice image of Mike. So this is where I think like Topps excels a little better than their normal oddball stuff, because their oddball like product issue stuff, like from cereals and stuff, is hit or miss. Jesse Barfield. Alright, Wade Boggs collector. There's a nice Wade Boggs one. 87 was such a good year for baseball cards, people. Just Topps, Donruss, and Flair knocked it out of the park. And then there was all kinds of these sets on top of it. Just beautiful. All their updates, highlights, traded, and opening day, whatever. They were all just wonderful. Just great designs from everyone that year. Jose Canseco. These are super glossies. If anyone wants to see the back of any of these cards that I skip, just leave a comment and I'll throw it in one of my videos. Dave Righetti. I'll throw the main guys like Donnie Baseball here. It's Don Mattingly. That's just cool. That blue and that yellow work well together. So who knew there were contrasting colors, kind of purple and yellow. I guess I'd keep that in mind whenever I'm wearing a shirt. Like, what can I wear purple with? Tony Gwynn, Hall of Famer. Of course, he's a hit leader. Marty Barrett. Was that Boston? Mike Scott. Lots of glare, lots of shine. There we go. And then they did some World Series cards to boot. They threw in there. World Series Game 1. Game 1. Calvin Schiraldi, I believe there, a former Cub. Yep. Then you got Boston. Is that Wade Boggs? No, Dwight Evans. Wow. All right, who do we have here? So this is 86 World Series. I think that's the Mets versus Boston, right? Dave Henderson. Are they all World Series cards? No. Game 3. Is that, Is that, uh, 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 is that, uh Bob Ojeda, Gary Carter, Hall of Famer, Ron Darling, or who is that? Yep. No, my 80s baseball, that's pretty good. Late 80s. Adjust this camera just a bit. You know, I'm stretching just a tad, folks. So that's interesting. It's like highlights, and most of it's the World Series there. So like the World's, like Tops Now or something, World Series edition. This is how they did it. Still got to get me a World Series team Allen and Ginter card. The minis that are super short prints. Alright. Gary Carter again. No, Ray Knight. Okay. Hernandez, I believe. Game 7. And unfortunately for the Red Sox back then, a little bit of heartbreak. The Mets. And Ray Knight. So they just threw Ray Knight in there. Must be the MVP. Yep. Alright, so there's that. So that's really pretty cards. Solid stuff. Plus you got a piece of gum. Alright, now we'll grab the next one. Hold on. Alright, thank you. Just trying to keep these in order by year. For $1.99, not bad stuff. Really high quality cards. I really think that these little cards from these sets should get a lot more, they should have some more value. Alright, next we're going to do Kmart 33 glossies. Had to pull my boy out of his number 9 there. Should have given him number 8, but okay. Pulled him out of the binder to put back in here so we can show you the complete set. Alright, there you go. I don't know if they did gum in this one. These are okay. These Kmart ones are okay. I think these are the ones where I feel like the printing, like the colors kind of bled a little bit, like a little red. George Bell. I'll show you the back. The backs are really nice. They got some nice pop to it. So, memorable moments of the 80s. So I guess it doesn't even have to be from the previous year. These are 1988 cards, folks. Alright, there you go, Hall of Famer Wade Boggs. As you can see, it's like very, all of them are very red. So Wade Boggs, George Brett, of course, same nice gloss, white backs, very Tiffany-esque. But like I said before, it reminds me very much of the commemorative sendaways. Jose Canseco, Jack Clark, Will Clark. Got a theme going on here, alphabetical. Alright, Roger Clemens, Vince Coleman. And there he is, my man Andre Dawson. We'll be setting him aside, so he's going back into the binder with the KB and other stuff. Just wonderful backs. I actually saw this one, a different one of these Kmart box sets. It might have been this set or maybe a different year at the local card shop when one of those kids started working there, and they were rearranging the store, and I was like, oh, can I see that? Oh no, that's not up for sale yet. And I was like, dude, it's a box. He goes, I don't know how much those are, and I'm like, dude, it's Kmart box. It's probably $2, but he didn't want to show me. That kind of made me mad, but turns out pretty cool kid. But I was pretty miffed because I was like, dude, I'm just asking. Pedro Guerrero, alright, former Albuquerque Duke. Hall of Famer Tony Gwynn, super glossy cards. Kind of a smaller image on these, a lot of border and a lot of design features on the front. Ricky Henderson, but that's still cool. Poor Kmart. I probably would have bought more Kmart cards like this if there wasn't so far away from where we lived. It was probably like 5 or 6 miles in 2 different directions. And riding a bike in the summer out there, not fun. Donnie Baseball, New York. All right, the other chase card at the time, everyone wanted Mark McGwire. So there was another random oddball-ish. So they're kind of in between odd and straight up oddball, because they weren't free to get these to get you to go to Kmart, but it got you in the door, and maybe your mom would go shopping. Paul Molitor, Dale Murphy, Hall of Famer Tim Raines, Dave Righetti, Yankees, Cal Ripken, on his way there. Alright, Pete Rose, in my opinion, probably the best player from the past that's still alive, considering Willie Mays recently died. Alright, there he is. Nolan Ryan. So the Nolan Express. Benito Santiago, Benny. Mike Jack Schmidt, like a lot of people like to say. Phillies and Myco and all them. Sent some shout outs on the last video. Thank all you people for commenting and leaving likes and subscribers. Seitzer, Chase Card, Ozard Smith, Hall of Famer, Darryl Strawberry, Rick Sutcliffe, once again, Fernando Valenzuela. Alright, Cardinals fans, there you go, Todd Worrell. I believe that's the Cardinals, right? Yep. And Hall of Famer Robin Yount. Alright, so there it is. There's the Kmart. It's nice cards. Not the best, but not bad. Alright, there you go. And this one would have had bubble gum, but I guess at the time I must have wanted it, so I probably chewed it, because I'm fairly sure this is the set. Out of these 3, I know for a fact I got this from Kmart. Now these next 2, I believe I picked up at the flea market in De Anza in Cupertino, De Anza College. And so, because I didn't have a binder of cards, because my Andre Dawson binder had some damage on the cards, just come with gum stuck in the back there. I left these cards in the box and didn't realize that I had a couple Andre Dawson cards that I didn't even know I had, and I probably seen them when I first bought it. Opened these up, pulled the cards out, looked at them, put them back in the box, and forgot all about them for about 9 years now. So let's see old number 8. So they got it right this time. They gave him his jersey number, card number 8. And these are, let's look at the card. Another 33 card set from 1988. And these are really nice, really straightforward, kind of classic design. Got the classic Woolworth on the little ribbon there, and just kind of an old school baseball look to those pictures, and just the high quality gloss, just beautiful, and really nice back. So they did a really good job on this set so far. We'll see how the other images come out. There you go, Don Baylor. All right, Vince Coleman. Cardinals fans. Darrell Evans. Detroit, I believe. All right. Here we go. Don Mattingly. Number 23, trying to steal Ryan Sandberg's number. What is this? Yankees, Don Mattingly set a mark with 6 grand slams in '87. The former standard was 5, set by Cubs Ernie Banks in 1955, and then tied by O's Jim Gentile in '61. So, well, of course, Eddie Murray, Hall of Famer. Switch home runs in 2 consecutive games. That's pretty good. Really nice cards, people. I really like this design. They're really beautiful. Front and back. Good job, Topps. Give Topps credit when credit's due. These are just wonderful. I mean, they're better than their 88 cards. You know, their flagship set. Wouldn't you rather have a pretty card than just one, because that's the standard, like Schmidt? And yet these cards do not carry as much value, folks. You could still go get a box of these for like $1. And there it is, folks. There's another Andre Dawson card I didn't even realize I had. So this is going to be coming out of this box and going straight into my binder. And look at that. It's got some fresh ink, like it just got re-inked when they printed this one. Wow, look at how bright and crystal clear. Nice card. Andre in his pullover Cubs road jersey there. Nice. George Bell, the other Hall of Famer from that previous year. Did we show Andre? So Andre Dawson is NL's 87 MVP and George Bell's AL's 87 MVP. So Cubs Andre Dawson is NL's most valuable player for '87. He led the league with 49 home runs and 137 RBIs, 287 batting average, and 16 for game-winning RBIs, which was still a thing back then. Hey, look, George Bell tied that. Blue Jays, George Bell is AL's most valuable player in '87. He led the league 134 RBI, so 3 short. Batted .308, so he's got Dawson there with 47 home runs. And they both tied in game-winning RBIs. So I don't know, was George Bell did he do any designated hitting? But still, George Bell, solid superstar. Good year for George Bell. Overshadowed by Mark McGwire in the American League. His record rookie run, Steve Petrosian. Roger Clemens, young Roger Clemens. These are really nice cards. Good job, Woolworth and Topps. Tony Gwynn, batting champion. So that means old Wade Boggs must be the AL batting champion. Seems to be what he would do. Yes. Benny Santiago. I've always known him as Benito, so I don't know why they call him that. There's the chase, Mark McGwire. AL Rookie of the Year, Dave Righetti. Jeffrey Leonard. Guess I should show you what they did that year. Gary Gaetti. They had just won the World Series. Alright, World Series Game 1. Frank Viola. Gladden. Levin. I think he's he's a Hall of Famer. Blyleven. All right, who we got here? Gaetti. There's Cardinals. John Tudor. Wow, there's a name from the past. Worrell. Lawless. Danny Cox. Don't remember him. Looks like McGee there. Willie McGee. Kurt Ford. Pretty straightforward because it says the name right on the back. Alright, who do we got here? Wow. Big Don Baylor. There you go. 3-run home run. Another big boy there. Kent Herbeck. Of course, I can't go without showing you Puckett. Hall of Famer Kirby Puckett. Gagne. Card 33, Frank Viola. So, really nice set. Good centering, great design, great stock, great backs, good job tops. And the gum, still pink, little powdery, slightly gum smelling, but much better looking than that other gum. So, must have been stored a little better or come from a drier state. Alright, and then we're going to bump up to 1990. So I feel like I got the KB card set somewhere, but I just don't know where it is, folks. So 1990 Woolworth Collector Series. Baseball highlights 33. Photo cards, 1 stick of bubble gum. This one I believe I got at that flea market for sure. Deanza, because that's what I remember. Got my man Andre in here, and once again, just pulled these cards out, looked at them, put them right back in, and forgot all about it. Now this one is a little bit different because they gave you this little ad card with gum stuck to that, and that's to subscribe to Topps Magazine special introductory offer. So that's cool. That was new at the time, 1990. So maybe you could still order that, right, folks? I kid. So very similar, just they changed the color scheme. And the backs are really nice as well. This is 1990. So here we go, folks. Jeff Reardon, Twins. And look at the back. Just got a lot of pop. Would be subject to chipping if they weren't kept in that box. But just beautiful. Good job once again. High gloss. It's just like it's been stained or shellacked. Just beautiful. Dwight Evans. I almost like that little green a little better. The green's very baseball. Dark green. Alright, of course, Ricky Henderson. 40th leadoff career home run. I guess he did a few things because you can get some doubles. Not doubles, but same guy twice in this box set because he did multiple things. So a couple Hall of Famers of the same guy in a row. That's pretty good. Alright, and Walt Weiss. And here it is, folks. Here it is. This is a beauty, and I don't think I ever seen it since the day I opened it, and never noticed it on eBay or nothing since then. I probably would have bought it because I probably didn't even, because that's how much I didn't even know I had this card. So there it is, folks, my PC. So I got 2 extra ones I get to add into my binder, so that's like getting an eBay without even having to pay for my. So that's sweet. I'm happy about that. Oh yeah, I could show these 2 Woolworths. Stay out of the Woolworth. Oh brother, we're out though. So these are cool. you know, with the red, so it's got some pop. These are a little more subtle. It's got that baseball green. The backs on here got a lot of pop because of red, white, and blue. And these ones are just pretty solid bright. So I think I like this back better for sure. But I like the color scheme on the front of these ones a little better. I mean, this is an A+, and this is like A++. I mean, you know, it just gets a little extra credit because it's green, and it just works. Beautiful stuff, people. I love these little box sets. Well, Clark, tell me your stories about these box sets. What do you like? Did you know about them? Did you get them? Were you chasing the McGuires and stuff like that back in the day? Please like, subscribe, share, send other people my way, shout it out. And I'll shout you out. Return the subscribes, Dave Stewart. Give Dave a little limelight. Dave may be Hall of Fame worthy. Alright, Mr. Dale Murphy. Not the best image. Alright, Cal Ripken, that's a nice one. For your collection of Cal Ripken Jr. cards. Alright. Ripken, 20 home runs, 8th straight season. Robbing you out. He reminds me of like if he was Geddy Lee's cousin, like Irish cousin or something like that. If you don't know who Geddy Lee is, then you should rush out to find out who he is. Jerome Walton, the Cubs' future that didn't. Rookie of the year and then faded away. George Brett didn't fade through his career because he ended up in the Hall of Fame. 500 doubles. Terry Steinbach. Alright, Matt Williams, solid superstar for you Giants fans. Alright, Ricky Henderson, so we'll probably be getting to the third Ricky Henderson, folks. We'll be getting to the World Series ones, I imagine, pretty soon. There we go, Rhino. Pretty good image of Rhino playing second base there. And he did what I used to do. You put that batting glove on and put that in your... wear that with your glove so your hand didn't hurt as much when a ball hit it. So that was cool. There's a nice Wade Boggs. Almost looks like he's bunning, but not. Alright, Kevin Mitchell. There you go, Giants. Brett Saberhagen. Kansas City makes the set. What set's good without Nolan Ryan? Another solid Nolan Ryan. Nolan Ryans will probably always have value. Greg Olson. I love these Oriole hats. I love that design. Wish they would do that. I really like that Oriole hat. Just beautiful. Kevin Mitchell. Alright, Hall of Famer Carlton Fisk once again. Carlton Fisk been showing up in the last few videos recently. As you can see, these are in no particular orders, and this is how they came out of the box, people. They weren't collated, so I've had to do that myself. But I didn't do it on these, like I said. Brought them home, looked at them, and put them back in the box or into another box, and just like the Ark of the Covenant from Indiana Jones, it's disappeared into my warehouse of cards, which is not a warehouse, just some boxes under the bed. And it's made its way out. And I've risked opening it like Pandora's box. And the ghosts of the past from baseball 1989, 90 have come to haunt you, because why didn't you get this set of beautiful cards if you didn't have them? Just wonderful. Good job. Vince Coleman. Weird seeing Eddie Murray as a Dodger. There it is. His 15th Grand Slam of his career. And to wrap up this episode of Old Style Classics Baseball Cards, people, not Michael Moore. Hey, Michael Moore here in the Bay Area used to work doing extra help for me. Is a DJ. Not this guy, but we had a Mike Moore was one of our extra help, and he's a DJ for KRTY, which was a local country station. But then that guy died, and they sold the channel like that they were on the radio, their dial number, and then they went all internet, and they're still surviving out there as krty.com, and Michael Moore's still a DJ for them. Solid dude, nice guy. So hey, Michael Moore, you'll probably never see this, but there he is. And the great Dave Stewart, looking very serious. Him and Andre Dawson having a stare down contest or something. And there it is, folks. Thank you for watching another episode of Old Style Classics Baseball Cards, oddball-ish box sets number 2. Thank you, and have a good Friday night. And we'll come back at you tomorrow with something else. Alright, thanks.